Howdy y'all, I am sharing my food journal for the week of July the 7th until July the 14th. So we'll start with Wednesday, July the 7th. That was my weigh-in Wednesday last week. So it was the mid-90s and it was partly cloudy, real beautiful day. I was down 4.4 pounds, very excited about that. My food for the day was 2 cups of coffee, a piece of deli ham, a cheese stick and some pork skins, then a pork chop and a cup of hot tea. My daily macros are 2 net carbohydrates total, 1,680 calories, 130 grams of protein, and 119.5 grams of fat. And on the treadmill on day 10, I walked 2.128 miles in 46 minutes and 14 seconds. I just couldn't hope for better results over the last week. I've not been hungry at all and have plenty of energy. Carnivore diet and daily walking is the way to go for me. I am grateful that I am not around negative people. It took a long time to realize that most of my stress came from other people that didn't support me and didn't care about what's important to me. And my life is so much better without that negativity bringing me down all the time. I am just floating around on cloud 9 today. So happy about the weigh-in. I have a good positive feeling about losing weight in general, which is a nice change. I was beginning to dread weighing in because I wasn't seeing any results. Now I know as long as I keep up what I'm doing, the weight will come off. It hasn't rained in like a week. So I'm considering watering the garden. I don't know though, because I think it's supposed to rain Thursday or Friday. I have only had to water the garden one time this year. I don't know if my stomach has shrunk or if I just need less food, but I'm not as hungry as when, and when I eat, I do eat a very small amount, and that's satisfying. I'm still getting plenty of fat from cream in my coffee and tea, so I guess I just don't need as much food. And last, it says lots of thunder this evening. I think it's going to rain tonight. I'm glad I didn't bother to water the tomatoes. Okay, so on Thursday, it is in the mid-90s and it's partly cloudy, and I had very little to eat today. I had hot tea and coffee, and then we had a meal of lobster and tilapia with butter, and I had another coffee for a total of 0 net carbohydrates, 1,010 calories, 38 grams of protein, and 88.5 grams of fat. And on day 11, I walked 2.518 miles in 55 minutes and 14 seconds. It rained last night. Not much, but enough where I don't have to drag out that water hose and water the tomatoes. They are really doing great this year, my best crop yet. The grapes still show no signs of producing fruit, but I figured it would take a couple years for them. Okay, let's see here. Today I am grateful for my hard-working machines, like my clothes washer and dryer and my air conditioner and heat and my stove and oven, and let's not forget the shower and the toilet. These machines make my life so much easier. I got up feeling like I need to do some stuff, so I've taken out the trash and tidied up a bit and tended to the cats and cut my nails and figured the checkbook and cleaned out the PAX litter box, and now I'm going to have a cuppa and then it's treadmill time. I had a good walk on the treadmill and did over 2.5 miles in about an hour. No problems other than some mild swelling in my hands and some stiffness in my lower back. Nothing a long hot soak and Epsom salts won't cure. I've had a couple of lobster tails sitting in the freezer for a few weeks, so I decided to fix them tonight, broiled with butter for dipping and a tilapia fillet on the side. It's a nice change and still 0 carbs. Completed some book club research and made a couple of videos that I plan to upload tomorrow while I'm at town. It takes about 4 hours to upload a 15-minute video here, and I can do it in about 20 minutes in town while I'm shopping, and it doesn't use any of my data if I borrow their Wi-Fi. So I try to do that if I know I'm going to town. Now the next few days I didn't do long journal entries for. I just did one page keeping up with my food and then a short journal entry because I was so busy. Now Friday the 9th was my 45th birthday, and on that day I had a beef patty, bacon, cheese, cup of coffee, had some lobster and crab with butter, and hot tea and cream for a grand total of 2 net carbohydrates, 1,330 calories, 91 grams of protein, and 98.5 grams of fat. And I walked very little, just over a quarter mile on day 12 for 8 minutes and 25 seconds. And let's see, my journal entry says, I had a great birthday, lots of well wishes and gifts. Everyone is so nice to me. I feel blessed and highly favored to have such kind, thoughtful, wonderful people in my life. Then moving right along to Saturday, it was in the lower 90s, breezy and cloudy. I had some coffee, then I had some sake because we went to a Chinese restaurant, and so I ate only meat there. I had some fish, some shrimp, some chicken, some pork, but this is just a guesstimate because there is no way I can know what the sauces and seasonings on that stuff was, so I just tried to get very little sauce, even dabbed some off with a napkin, but still, who really knows about this day? Because I went to a restaurant, and you never really know at a restaurant. But I did look up the sake, and I think I got the stuff on that right. So my total, like I said, probably more carbs and calories than this because of the sauces, but I just really don't know. So what I know for sure is 4 net carbs, 1,100 calories, 77 grams of protein, and 52 grams of fat. And I walked on day 13 0.307 miles in 10 minutes and 28 seconds. Today Slim and I went to Lowe's in Texarkana and bought a brand new dishwasher. I'm so excited. I loathe doing dishes, and my dishwasher went kaput many moons ago. This may be the best birthday present ever. We also went out for Chinese, and I had warm sake, which I love and haven't had in ages. It was a nice treat, and it's relatively low in carbs. It's not a big no-no or anything. It was only 4 carbs for what I had. Okay, so Sunday, it's in the mid-80s. It is cloudy with scattered showers, and on this day I had coffee and cream, a piece of deli turkey meat, a mozzarella cheese stick, another cup of coffee with cream, and then we went out to a Mexican restaurant. Same deal with the Chinese restaurant. I had meat-only fajitas with chicken, shrimp, and some chorizo and steak and a little bit of cheese. And I guessed as close as I could on those items. And then I had another coffee. For my daily macros, again, there's probably more carbs and calories than this, but I just don't know for sure. So what I know that I had was 3 total net carbs, 1,120 calories, 72 grams of protein, and 85.5 grams of fat. And I walked on day 14 0.487 miles in 10 minutes and 58 seconds. And this entry for Sunday says, going to visit my son today. He's going to help me with my YouTube channel since he's an editor by trade and often works from home. He has awesome office with the best equipment and has offered his skills as a birthday gift. I hope we can make a cool trailer for my channel and maybe get a haircut from Kaylee. And yes, we did make a cool trailer, and I got a lovely haircut. So on Monday, it was in the lower 90s, mostly cloudy. I had a cup of tea and a slice of deli turkey and a cheese stick, pork skins, and another cup of coffee with bacon, eggs, and 2 fried tomato slices and a cup of hot tea to round out the day for a total of 6 net carbohydrates, 1,110 calories, 51 grams of protein, and 85.5 grams of fat. And on day 15, which is halfway to my goal of vlogging 30 days of treadmill time, I walked just over a half a mile in just over 10 minutes. I haven't had a lot of time to journal over the weekend. Today I'm catching up on housework and laundry. Had a great weekend birthday celebration. Everyone is so nice and generous to me. But I neglected the house and the cats a bit, so today is for catching up. I'm halfway to my goal of vlogging treadmill time for 30 days. Okay, Tuesday it was a scorcher. 100 degrees or above. And it was mostly sunny. I had coffee and cream, then a beef patty with bacon and cheese, another coffee, and for supper we had some mahi-mahi fish and some grilled shrimp with butter, and I had 2 more cups of tea for a grand total of 1 net carbohydrate, 1,600 calories, 54 grams of protein, and 123.5 grams of fat. And on day 16, I walked 0.267 miles in 6 minutes and 59 seconds. I was going to do my treadmill time first thing this morning, but when I realized that the bulldozer was gone, I wanted to get going to town and shut the gate behind me. I don't want the bulldozer man to make this a habit, so I'll walk when I get home from town today. This says, today I am grateful for water. Abundant water, hot or cold, available at the turn of a handle for drinking, cleaning, bathing. I don't think we're as grateful for water as we should be. It used to be a really big deal to find water, and now it's available as much as you want. I think we should be conscious of that and try not to waste it. Okay. Well, that man has finally come for his bulldozer. I woke up to beep, 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 and he's out there pushing down trees. I was starting to wonder if he'd come back and get it, or because he had left it for over 3 weeks. It killed all the grass under where it was parked. I'm shutting the gate when I leave, so he'll have to take it with him when he goes. I don't want to be rude, but my yard is not bulldozer parking area. I wonder if he will clear the ditch like he said. Oh, and by the way, he did clear a couple of little high spots in the ditch. He did push them, and I'm very grateful for that. So, let's see. Went to town. It was super hot today, and the sun was blazing, and I was so glad that Slim had recently charged the air conditioner in the Jeep. It was ice cold, and it saved the day. There was construction on the way home. I knew I should have went the other way. Lots of one-lane driving and waiting, then deep pea gravel, so I had to go super slow, and it took forever, and I would have suffered without that good old AC. So I am super glad that he had the foresight to charge our air conditioning. The crepe myrtle trees are blooming everywhere right now. They are deep red, bright pink, pale pink, and white. I really love to see the pretty petals drifting around in the wind. It is lovely. Okay, so here we are on Wednesday. And I did not lose or gain. I maintained. So I'm just maintaining over the last week, considering I went to 2 restaurants, had sake, and who knows what all kind of sauces and stuff. It's pretty good, actually. And I didn't get a lot of walking in because I was really tired and swollen from driving, and I've been doing a lot of yard work. So I had a lot going on this day. I had hot tea twice, then a bacon cheeseburger, then a cheese stick and pork skins, another cup of tea, beef patty, cheese stick, tomato, and some hot tea and cream. That was a lot. I ate a lot on this day. For a grand total of 6 net carbohydrates, 1,450 calories, 60 grams of protein, and 119 grams of fat. And on day 17, I walked 0.535 miles in 15 minutes and 39 seconds. And this says, I had a little difficulty on the treadmill today. My right ankle is sore and swollen. I think I may have twisted it a little yesterday when we were working in the yard. So I was slower today. Oh yeah, and again, it was over 100 degrees and super hot. Today I am grateful for our yard, garden, and property. It may be a lot of work, to keep it up, but I love it, and I'm so happy we have it, and that we have the tools and time to keep it up as best as we can. I love it when we go outside here. It's very hot today, so I only let the cats out for about an hour before it got too bad. Norma Jean didn't want to come in. She stayed under the porch for a good hour after everybody else came in, and she was cool and damp when she finally did come inside. She must have a nice little spot under there. Seems like I've been extra hungry today. Maybe it was all the work in the yard yesterday, or it could be the smell of ripe tomatoes in my kitchen that's doing it. But whatever it is, I have a large appetite today, which is unusual for me now. So I had a good lunch and several cups of tea. I've been staying up entirely too late watching McCloud's Daughters for the last few nights. It's a great show and I love it. Weatherman says it's supposed to rain all weekend, so it's a good thing we are getting the yard work done now. Maybe we will get a chance to relax this weekend and not have to work or travel or host guests. I'm ready for a quiet weekend. So that's it. That's my food journal for the week of July the 7th until July the 14th. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Until next time, y'all be sweet.